Okay, we are now joined by the pole winner for tomorrow's Busch Light Clash at the Coliseum, and that's Justin Haley. Justin, congratulations on your lap and this achievement. Talk about what it's like to win the pole here and what kind of advantage you have tomorrow.
Yeah, it's obviously key. We fired off last year and we were pretty good, and obviously had some trouble in the race. And I felt like we were a pretty good car in practice there. But I just feel like I wasn't getting the full potential out of the race car. And then obviously in qualifying, our lap was just dominant. So yeah, I feel pretty confident about where we are. It's obviously a good place to start the season. I'm not sure why we're so good here. I wish I had this much talent at all the races, but pretty thankful, and it's obviously very cool to get College Racing their first pole, my first pole as a driver in my second year here, and obviously get Celsius their first pole.
All right, if you have a question for Justin, please raise your hand. We'll go Jordan, Jeff, John, and Michael.
Oh man, come on, the mic. I'll blame you though.
Jordan Bianchi, The Athletic. Any difference in the track, how it handled, any characteristics or anything from
No,
last
it's the
year?
same.
Exact
Yeah.
same. No changes.
I would say it's yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we're probably going so fast anyway that it probably doesn't look fast, but yeah, I mean it's pretty similar. I would not say that anything's different, noticeably different.
Jeff?
Jeff Gluck from The Athletic. So did you come with the same setup that you started with last
I
year?
have no idea.
Oh, okay.
No idea. They do not let me know any details on setup. I couldn't tell you a single air pressure or a single spring, and that comes from Chris Rice. He just wants me to drive the race car. I have no idea if I had 4 tires on the race car or 3. So it's good and bad, but I would assume we're close. I mean, we're obviously pretty good. I wish I had a better answer for you, but I honestly not allowed to know details like that.
So what do you think suits you about this little track then?
I don't know. I'm terrible at Martinsville. Martinsville might be my worst track. So I just feel like we've been good. I mean, obviously the car is a lot of it, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. So I mean, it's cool that we're good here. We just got to figure out everywhere else.
The other thing I wanted to ask you, did you ever actually end up having a conversation with Larson about him?
Yeah, I did
fencing
right
the
after
race?
the race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so right after the race, I went up to him. Like he was just getting out of the car, and I'm obviously pretty calm. And I was just like, "Hey, like, what was that?" And we just kind of had a conversation. And he said he messed up, and I said, "Cool," and that was it. No reason to hold a grudge or anything. I mean, obviously he's an excellent race car driver, and we've been good ever since. And today at our seminar we had, I asked him what kind of jeans he bought because we're pretty similar style of fitment, and I have problem with leg lengths on my jeans. So, yeah, we're good friends.
John?
JohnNewbyHeavy.com. So I was talking to Chris earlier today, and he seemed a little bullish about, the amount of coverage you get or lack thereof. So how important was it for you to kind of beat out a lot more high-profile drivers, at least during qualifying, and put the College car there at the front of the pack?
Yeah, I mean that's a tricky line to say. I mean, obviously the better we run, the more coverage we're going to get. There was a race last year in the playoffs at the Roval where me and AJ, ran top 5 all day and didn't get an interview afterwards. And I think that he's always been pretty upset about that. But I mean, we weren't playoff cars, and we have to run better, obviously, week in and week out to get talked about. So, and we're a young team, Matt Colleague's building this thing from the ground up, and he didn't buy a race team that was already pre-built. He's done it all from the ground up, and you have to respect that about him. And we have to earn our name in the sport and earn my name in the sport, and I have to feel like I belong, which has been tough for me. Just, very humbling year last year trying to figure out, if I belong at the top or not. And, yeah, it's been hard, but having moments like this obviously solidify that a little bit more.
Michael?
Michael Massey, the front stretch. You said no grudges held with Larson, but is there still payback owed,
No.
per driver code? Or?
No, it is
Okay.
terrible to intentionally wreck a race car driver.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But is there any kind of chip on the shoulder? The fact that you had such a strong showing here last year, it kind of got away from you. Is there
I mean, I always have a chip on my shoulder. Just how I am. I just feel like I have to prove myself every week, and we have to prove ourselves as a race team. So we can't get compliant. We have to go out there every week and and prove that we're a team worthy of being here, and I'm a driver worthy of being in this field. So, yeah, just comes. And I think the biggest thing last year was just respect. And I think towards the end of the year, I gained a lot of respect from other drivers and started talking with a lot of them a lot more. It's hard being a new driver in a top series. It's tough, but kind of feel like I've earned that respect now, and I'm pretty good friends with a lot of the other drivers.
Go here in the back.
Hey, Justin. Bob Francis, Go Full Throttle. Talk to us about how the track changed between practice earlier today and your qualifying lap tonight, and what does that tell you about tomorrow between the heat races and the final?
I think it was pretty similar. The tough part obviously is just getting heat in the tires, and you see us all playing all kinds of weird games to do so. So, honestly, I felt like we were better on the long run. I thought we were going to struggle in qualifying, and I kind of told AJ that I thought we were probably going to qualify around the 20s. Obviously, I was wrong. But I don't really think the track changed. It being new asphalt, it definitely has the oils in it and the grease, but yeah, I honestly can't say that I felt like it was any different. I mean, it's probably my car's probably so good. You can't even tell.
Any final questions for Justin? Go here and then wrap up with Luis.
Congratulations, Justin. Rico Cabrera, LA Sports Team, first time covering. Can you talk a little bit about your crew chief and your team? So often we come to you, the driver, because you're the most important, but the team as well. Can you talk a little bit about how that's been working?
Yeah, I got the exact same team as I did last year. With Trent Owens as my crew chief, Jaron is my car chief, and Garrett's my engineer. So the only change we had this year was an interior guy. I think we were allotted one extra person this year per the roster, but not sure on that. But yeah, obviously the 16 team helps a lot. We all go to sim together, and we all share very similar setups at College Racing. We usually go to the racetrack identical. So very important to have AJ on full time this year and have his, he was professionally racing when I was born the same year. So just to have his expertise and all his knowledge and everything he's been through, not even on the track. I mean, honestly, AJ and I have talked probably once about anything that has to do with a race car. It's normally personal life stuff and, just battles we fight. So, yeah, I feel like we're pretty strong. We're still a very little team. Our pit crews are still leased out from Trackhouse, so we don't even have that in-house, and obviously we have an alliance with RCR.
Come up here to the front. There you go.
Luis Torres, the podium finish. You mentioned a little bit that it can be a good or a bad thing going into a racetrack not knowing anything. How important is it to just focus on what's at hand rather than just going into the shop, figure out what to do, and just focus on just the driving and let everything unfold? Yeah,
well, usually the cool part about this race is there's nothing to lose, right? I mean, we're just out here not points racing or anything and just kind of putting all on the line. So that's definitely a different mentality. You can go into it, and I think the heat race format's cool. Still haven't lost a heat race. I don't want to jinx myself, but won both of them last year. So we'll try to keep that streak going. And, yeah, tomorrow's going to be a long day, and I'm excited for it.
Jeff?
With the RCR connection, like, have you gotten to know Kyle Busch at all yet? Or
I talked to him once today.
Yeah. You had any relationship with him before that?
No. I think the thing about Kyle is he's pretty like my team. Very Joe Gibbs is how he was, kind of stayed around there. But he's definitely been more open and not so closed off towards me. Came up to me, had a conversation with me. We talked a little bit down at the track after qualifying. So obviously that's someone that we're going to lean on a lot, and he has a lot of knowledge. I think that comes more probably in the post-race debriefs at the shop, and we're obviously included there with Legacy Motor Club and our team, and then also RCR. So, yeah, it's been good. It's first race of the season, though, so we're all, just trying to get our own ducks in a row and figure that out. So, definitely been more open, though.
Anything else for Justin? We'll wrap up here on the right.
Andrew Bartley, I'm sorry, the Auto Channel. Congratulations on your first poll.
Thank you.
That is fantastic. Okay, I'd like to know how long you've been racing because I'm looking and you're a very young man. Thank you.
Like total?
And good luck tomorrow.
Like racing total?
Sure.
I actually started when I was young, old. So I started when I was 9.5 or something, almost 10. So got a late start to it, and I'm 23 now. So I dropped out of high school to go racing. So I don't know. What is that, 12 years? 13? That's 14. That's 14, right?
That'd be 14. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm not even joking. Like, I don't know. But so 14, yes. 14 years. Yep. This is my second full-time season in the Cup Series.
Any final questions for Justin?
Please no math questions ever again. That was terrible. I drive a race car.
All right. Well, congratulations, Justin. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you.